Hey Cancer, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we're going to be doing your reading ahead of time for the week of the 15th to the 21st of December. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate it. So Cancer, I really hope that this reading helps you and guides you on your path. I personally believe that the universe is always talking to us, always communicating with us, but sometimes we need a little bit of a translation, and that's what these readings are for. To help you have subtitles and interpret what's going on in your life and understand the meaning behind uh, how things are unfolding. So, your first card here for this week is attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So there could be something this week or someone this week that is triggered, creates conflict, it's acting, maybe they're acting in a way that is unnecessarily conflicting, aggressive, you may feel like you are the one that is easily moving into these energies. And what spirit wants you to know is that all of these manifestations, attack, pain, fear, judgment, these are all forms of separation, ways in which we choose to isolate ourselves and separate ourselves from the other, right? But in essence, we are all one. So these are calls for help. Maybe if someone is acting out in your life this week, instead of being like simply annoyed and, buying into it, basically, maybe try to see what's behind it. Is this person going through a difficult time? Is this person afraid of something? What is really going on? You know what I mean? And the same may be for you. I feel like this is actually going to be someone else in your life, but there's a possibility that this could be reversed as well. This is a general reading, and energies are very fluid. So there is a slight chance that you could be feeling all sorts of ways and kind of acting out yourself. And maybe ask yourself why. What's behind it? If you all of a sudden get really like annoyed and frustrated or aggressive, it's like try to take a moment to see what is it that you're trying to bring in. Help, assistance, compassion, understanding. What is it that you're almost trying to extract from the other person with your behavior? First card that we have here showing up is the Seven of Wands, which is beautiful. This means that your week is going to consist of a lot of focusing on your inner power, a lot of placing of boundaries, all right? So it's like you are choosing yourself, you are choosing things that matter to you, that are important to you. You're placing limits or lines in the sand saying, this is what is okay, and this is what it's not. This is what I will allow, what I find negotiable, and this is what it's not negotiable for me. And this may be showing up in love, in your relationships, um in different contexts, maybe even at work, possibly. But it's like some of you are maybe, if you see this person acting out and they're treating you poorly, maybe you come to them this week with a very mature emotional state of, hey, do you need help? What's going on? What's really behind this? And at the same time, like, never ever speak to me again like that. It's like two for one. You're setting your boundaries very strictly, making it very clear what is okay and what isn't. But at the same time, softening and understanding that maybe there's something else behind a certain behavior, action, decision that someone has made. So you're showing up very, very emotionally mature. We have the King of Wands showing up as your challenge. There could be a lot of very fiery energy in the environment this week. And this could be, maybe you're dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Maybe that's the person who's like really kind of like bringing in some chaos or really acting out. Could be definitely a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And I feel like this person is like really trying to get your attention, like really, really trying to destabilize you, to have their behavior affect you. But I feel like you're very grounded, and I feel like you're not gonna let that happen. It's like this would look, let's use examples. This would look like, let's say that you have a son or a daughter. You're doing your thing, you're providing them with what you believe is right, and they want something super expensive that's completely unnecessary, and they're throwing a super loud tantrum for you to get them that. It's like you're gonna have the patience to see what's behind it, to maybe talk to them and be like, okay, what do you think that this is gonna give you? This thing, this item, this thing you want to purchase. Like, why do you want it so bad? What do you think it's gonna solve? What do you think it's gonna like make you feel? And you may kind of like go into a deep conversation with them and create a bonding experience out of this. This seems to be a call for help or a call for attention. That is just one of the bazillion examples that could manifest with these cards, right? This could be maybe someone at work, maybe an assistant, or someone who helps you. Maybe this person is being all sorts of irrational and loud and disrespectful, and it's because maybe they're feeling burnt out and you need to listen, right? But it's rarely ever what it's showing up to be. It's almost always something that's like behind it. So yeah, pay attention to those who are seeking your attention, but not in the way that they're bringing it forth. Don't let yourself be just triggered, and don't take the bait into like absurd conflict and stuff like that. Instead, take a step back and be like, what is this actually about? And at the same time, draw your boundaries and your lines in the sand very clearly and be like, I can help you with this. We can find a way to work this out, but never ever speak to me again like this. Or this is just not the way to get my attention. Or, like you're going to be able to very clearly elaborate what you need and what is going on. This person is going to be quite impressed. From what I'm getting, this person is not expecting you to come in with such maturity. They're kind of trying to pick a fight, and they're assuming that you're going to take the bait. What I see here with the Page of Wands is that at the beginning of the week, you have this very like adventurous energy to you. Okay, it's like you are looking at the world around you and you're noticing all the beautiful things, all the details, all the magic, all the miracles, everything that you should be grateful for. It's like you have this zoom lens here, and you're looking around and seeing the beauty of life, seeing the beauty of the world, the place that you're living in, and you're feeling very blessed. It's contagious. It's absolutely beautiful. You may feel very drawn to travel, to explore. Maybe you're having an opportunity to do this at the beginning of the week. And if that's not the case, I see some of you doing it like through your devices. Maybe you are, in your 9 to 5, or you have some kind of like really structured job that doesn't allow you to perhaps travel on a Monday or whatever. But I feel like you're going to be watching something that is going to really take you there regardless. And realizing that you have the freedom to be in essence and presence wherever you want in the world at any given moment. It's very expansive, it's very beautiful. It is also associated with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, lots of fire energy. At the middle of the week, we have Justice here. So maybe this communication, this thing that happens here, maybe it happens at the kind of like the middle of the week, in which things, you set the record straight, things start to get a little bit more balanced. There can be negotiations, there could be paperwork at the middle of the week, there could be contracts getting signed, things that have to do with lawyers for some of you. Everything that has to do with the law could be present in some shape or form in the middle of the week. You may be dealing also with Libra at the middle of the week. Someone perhaps is trying to bring balance or divine justice into a situation. By the end of the week, you have a very romantic and beautiful, beautiful weekend here with the Two of Cups. You see eye to eye with people in your life. You understand their needs, they understand yours. They value you, you value them. They respect you, you respect them. It's like whatever chaos was happening at the beginning or middle of the week that really was trying to get your attention, it's like You have aced that test completely, Cancer, and you have allowed that other person to be heard and seen, and your boundaries to also be very well respected. This can be a very romantic, sensual, sweet uh, weekend in which you get to connect to others. If you have a partner, you get to connect very deeply, intimately with your partner. If you don't have a partner but you want a partner, this could be getting to know someone who's very special, who can definitely be that for you. Someone who you can identify as a healthy connection, healthy, beautiful connection that can have potential for long-term success. If this is not romantic, this could be your friends, even your family. But what I really see here is a very nice like atmosphere of the home. I see like candles, like bossa nova music or lo-fi music, incense perhaps, and whether it is you with your cats, your whole family, or you with your partner, it's like you're bringing romance into everything, and you're bringing magic into everything, especially on the weekend. It might be a little bit difficult at first to not take this person's behavior personally. It's hard sometimes, when someone is treating you poorly or saying all these things, it's hard not to take the bait and listen to what they're saying, right? Normally, what happens is like we try to defend ourselves or we try to justify what we have done or not done, right? And we engage in the fight. I feel like it's going to be a little hard to resist that urge. However, you're going to manage and you're going to be able to be like, okay, this person, what if it's not about what they're saying, but there's something behind it? When you think about it like that, it's like your heart opens up to compassion and you start to see this person differently. If you focus on what they're saying, it's like they're building and creating separation, which naturally pushes you away. And you might be just tempted to be like, well, F you then. But it runs deeper. There's something deeper going on here. In the environment, you may have a Taurus as well. In the environment, there could be talk about marriage, relationships, family lineage, family trees, generational stuff. There could be someone here who's like concerned about the role that you play in your family and bring your family together or apart. There could be a little bit of talk of that, maybe religion, maybe expectations that are placed on you, if you're fulfilling them or not. I see that you're trying to protect yourself. I see that maybe if you have been pushing this person away or dealing with them in a certain cold manner, or just like if your behavior has in any way changed towards a person, I feel like it's out of self-preservation. And maybe what you're trying to avoid is precisely this kind of thing that they bring to you, in which they, kind of bring instability, chaos, conflict to get your attention. It's like you're trying to avoid that level of toxicity. And I feel like this person may be offended that you have maybe distanced yourself or something like that. And they may be wanting to kind of like fight their way back in, which is, completely logical to me. But for some reason, they feel like it makes sense. Like they can demand your love and they can demand your presence in family matters and stuff like that. But it seems like you're doing it out of self-preservation, keeping yourself maybe away for a reason, right? Protecting your boundaries. But it hurts. It hurts. Ultimately, this person, it could be the same person that we're talking about, or it could be in general. There could be someone around you who wants to control you, who wants to manipulate you, who wants to have you act the way they consider to be ideal. But you're simply not having it. And the thing is, you're you're kind of like a smooth operator this week. Without them knowing, it seems like you flipped the script. And in a very sweet tone, very loving, very gentle and authentic, you set yourself up to be the emperor yourself and let this person kind of like do their own thing. You're not really on the market to be manipulated. But this person kind of craves having you under their thumb somehow. But now I think they know, and if they haven't, fully accepted it yet, I think that they will eventually, that you're just not into that. Like, that is not how this is gonna go. An emotion that can be very present for you. Oh, by the way, we have the Ten of Cups as the outcome of this reading, so that's very, very positive. Cancer, this is happily ever after. I see loss of romance and connection with your spouse. Some of you may be choosing your spouse or your partner or someone you are starting to date over toxic family relationships and things like that. Could be the case. An emotion that can be very present this week is renewal. So you are different. You're a different person. You have changed. You have matured. You have grown. And as you grow, these toxic behaviors from other people, they make less and less sense to you. And that's actually a good thing, In your relationships, we have unrequited feelings. There's not enough love to keep this relationship going in a healthy way. So yeah, it's like maybe you love this person. Maybe they're, someone you care about a lot. Maybe this is your parents. Maybe this is your children. Maybe this is, someone who's like meant to be in your life in a way. But I feel like there is self-respect in the way. It's like you are not willing to be used and abused. And if they cannot love you in a healthy way, it's like, might as well not love me at all, We have 222. That is your angel number for this week. We have balance. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings of imbalance or resistance? Divine whispers are here to remind you that the alignment that you seek also seeks you. Breathe, rest, and reset. The affirmation, if you would like to claim it, you can write it down in the comments. What feels peaceful and calm easily finds me, and I restore the balance within me. Now, for the best part of the whole reading, in my opinion, if you're all the way till the end of the video, if you're here, thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe. I would love to share these with you on a weekly basis. This is, to me, the best part of the reading because we get to use this beautiful deck, which is one of my favorites, to wrap the whole reading up. So, universe, what from this deck, what is the best card, the best message, the ideal message for Cancer to wrap up all the information given for this week? Ooh, and we have two, actually. We have the Firefly, and we have the Hyena. Very interesting. So this deck, I like to actually read from the booklet because it's very intricate, it's very beautiful, it's very unique, and unlike other oracles that I have worked with. It's this one, Animal Spirit, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle. So let's see. By the way, Cancer, I am a Cancer rising. I don't know many Cancers here on YouTube because I have been for so long rating only for Pisces. So if you're here, I want to get to know you. I want to connect. Comment below and let me know from which country in the world you're watching this because it's intriguing. All right, so the first card is this one, Firefly. Inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The Firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates moments of inspiration or awakening that quickly fade if we do not catch it. There is a Firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? Okay, so there could be in the midst of it all, kind of like this firefly of inspiration here somewhere. Listen to it. It may bring the renewal, it may bring this cleansing artistic energy that, makes all the other stuff worth it, right? By the way, I don't know if this is actually an intuitive message or I just feel like I want to share this with everybody because I kind of feel like that. I just read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Have any of you read this book? Oh my goodness. Like, whoa. And if you haven't, like, please do. I can't even. I don't even have words to describe it. It's so good. It's like the best book I've read. I read a minimum of 52 books a year. I know, it's kind of crazy, but I make it a point to do like a challenge with my partner. And this year I'm up to like 70 books or something. And this book, I mean, it's like out of out of the whole thing. It's just a different league. Anyway, sorry for rambling. The hyena, this is the message for the last card. Humor, wit, and sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and a crowd pleaser, but below the surface, there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships, or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? Wow. Okay. Don't hold back, hyena. All right. Food for thought right there. Cancer, I hope you have a beautiful week. I love you so much. I know I don't know you, but I still feel you. And I just want to know, where are you right now? I want to connect with you. I want to get to know you, whoever you are. I want to know. I want to know. Because I've had years to nurture my relationships with the Pisces community, and they have become the most fulfilling in my life. And I want to have that with this collective as well and the others. I want to expand, these readings to all signs. I'm currently doing one reading per zodiac sign per week and bonus readings for Pisces because I have that going on. And yeah, I want to get to know you. Sending all my love from Panama next to Costa Rica. And I'll see you in the next reading, hopefully, which will be coming out. Your day is Tuesday, I think. In the banner on the channel, you're going to find your schedule. Alrighty, bye.